Hello everyone, welcome to you in my short journey. Actually, it's 10 minutes, but I hope you're enjoying it. So, first of all, I'm going to talk about three important things. The first, let's have a look the English. As you know, guys, the English is an international language, and many of countries speak it as a second language, and actually it's the work and the education language, and as a result, and as it covers a wide areas from the north to the south, from the west to the east, actually has been extracted a lot of accents. So next, what is the accent? I think you have an idea, so I want to hear your answers. What is the accent? Okay.
Style of speaking.
Okay. What about?
Different speaking styles.
Okay. The linguistics people definish it as as a distinctive way of pronouncing language, especially one associated with a particular country, class of society, social class, or particular country. And as a result, the most common, as you know, accents for English is American, British. So, but I have important things to be understood. The first is the English is the English. Yep. I mean, even if there are different countries, it's still the same language, and the differences are not as we expect. And it's such a rumor. You know what's rumor mean? It's mean that wrong popular idea or information. So it's such a rumor that the British is the formal form and the American is the informal form for the English. It's so famous and popular despite of being wrong. Anyway, we are going to talk about four things quickly and generally, as we don't have a lot of time. The first one, we're going to talk about similarities, reason of division, and then on the last, the differences, of course, and a small challenge. So, link your belts, and ladies and gentlemen, let's get started. First of all, the similarities. Actually, the similarities, as we do not expect, is so much, unlike to the differences. Of course, the differences are so much, but if you compare to the similarities, are so little. And most of the differences are the pronunciation, not as you expect in the grammar and this, that. Actually, the differences, everything. As I said, the differences just in specific places, not as we expect. And as I said previously, the English is the English. So, what the reason of division? The main reason. Do you know who is this person?
No.
Okay, let's have background for understanding what's going. And actually, when America was already new explored, and it was called the New World, many of people start coming and staying there, and then a republic has been created concurrently to was inside the states and outside it to take their independence from the UK. The sense of distinction, suppression, and non-dependence from the United Kingdom was the dominant feeling of most people, and one of them are our man here, is Noah Webster. This man is a linguistic. He was an author and linguistic and had a political activity, and changed so many things to be special for the new word. And let me give you some interesting information that what he edited and changed in the English are still spoken until now. So, as a result, all differences that he changed are still used until this moment, and many of dictionaries, the first of this period of time, many of dictionaries then had made and named by his name. So let's have a look about the differences. We have 5 sides of talking about them: spelling, vocabularies, verbs, grammars, and pronunciation. Actually, every one of them has a lot of to talk about, but I just talk about them generally. Let's start with the spelling. Spelling, actually, it's kind of writing and not effect of the pronouncing itself, but it's still different. I put symbol for the American A and which B. But I have so important note, as you say, guys. Here, this way of dealing with words, not just applied in the examples that I'm going to give you, but it's applied for all the examples in English. I'm just giving a little examples. The first with suffixes, which is not a main letter in the word, like ISE and IZE. For example, the American writes apologize, and the British apologize, but the American looks, hey man, the apologize, it's pronounced with Z. What are you writing it with S? So it's actually it's a logical accent more than British. But the British actually use both of them, but generally use the S one, not the Z one. And YSE, YZE too. What's happening, guys? Like analyze, as you see, where the American with Z and the British with S. And in words have the same pronunciation, like color, center, listens. Okay. As you see, the difference in just with one letter, color, just the U actually will not pronounce this letter. So what's the need of writing it? So the Americans are dealing with it. That's it. And the vocabularies, they aren't so much and so easy to keep them. Let's have a look. This table. Actually, the Americans say candy and British say sweet. If you want to mean the building that we'll live in, the Americans say apartment, but the British say flat. The Americans say gas, but the British is petrol, as you see. But let me give a short information that, how can I say it? If you use the other, the native will understand you, but it sometimes cause you some problems. Like pant in America is so different like British, and pant is trouser actually, but it's a different thing in British, like boxers. However, these words, and actually the British people has not any problems, in dealing with words, and the Americans has not too. So let's have a look about verbs. In this form, usually with the past, verb 2, and the past participle with the verb 3. In the verb 3, the British accent say that learned, dreamt, but the American learned, dreamed. Okay? And in the past part, this is like get, got, gotten, and British get, got. So, let's have a look about grammars. And let me tell you, before coming to the grammars, all these four parts are just about selection. I mean, it has not any rule. Okay, it has not any rule. Just about selection. The grammars now is just about 0.01% of differences. I mean, it's as British, but it has just small differences. It's usually about choosing, not the grammar itself. Like, look at this example, please. The first example, the team is playing well. Okay, and the British say the team are playing well. It's different just about the Americans say that it's just one team. But the British people say look to it as it has the team. I mean, has many people in it, so we must do it as are. And it was plural and singular words. Anyway, the second one is about saying the numbers 162 and 162, as you see. Of course, we have more, but let's leave it to the other. To the other pronunciation. Now, I tried to collect the most common differences in a word with 4 letters R. So the most differences are here. Of course, we have a lot of differences in the vowels, but I just took there. The American make it taller, make the have you looked? A-R-T-O. The Americans make it taller, like hat, but the British hat. Okay. For the R, the American pronunciate it, but the British drop it when it comes before consonant and when it fits the last letter of the word, like a, w, and her, blah blah blah. And for T, it's the middle in the middle of the word because they pronunciate it the same when it comes the first letter of the word. The American pronunciates like D and sometimes like R. As you can see later, when it comes after a vowel, some other accents, it's R completely. For the B, it's drop it or pronounce it like sound. Like, for example, take British. In American, British, but in British language, British accents, British or British. It's simple T. Okay, the last letter here is O. The Americans pronounce it as A usually, and the British pronounce it as O usually. And that's all for here. But let me say, before coming to the challenge, that we have many other differences in expressions and spoken language. And that's what we have not time for it, but let's go to the more interesting part. The challenge. Please take a cup of paper, everyone, please.
So you finish your speech.
Can I close it?